Bom dia. Good morning, guys. Good morning, from sunny-ish Sao Paulo. So the interesting thing about Sao Paulo, the winter is should I say what, sporadic? So one week it can be 10 degrees and then the next week it can be like 26 degrees and it's like summer anywhere else. So like it's really off and on. It's kind of warm though. I'm doing this from my balcony as I usually do because my little one is not asleep yet, and if he's not asleep he's not going to let me record. Like, he's banging the door right now. So good morning, bon dia. My husband and I are going off to Sao Paulo, was it Museum of Arts Sao Paulo. So Sao Paulo Museum of Arts. Today is date day. We have not had date day. In fact, it's been months since we've had date day. But today is date day. We have some amazing helpers, and I have to shout them out on this channel. Pastor Martha is babysitting Caleb Nazir, and like, she's just been incredible. She's been sending me messages, reminding me like, so when are you guys gonna go on your date day so I can come and watch Caleb Nazir. She's been an incredible pastor, and we met them 2 to 3 weeks ago, I believe. Yeah, like, or let's say about a month ago, we started attending their church, and they have been extremely helpful. And to be honest, I remember before we left Nigeria, when we were sent forth with prayer, our people had prophesied that, don't worry, you guys will have a lot of help. Caleb Nazir will have grandparents and uncles and aunties waiting for him. You guys will definitely have a lot of help. So, but like, to actually see that come to fruition has been incredible. Honestly, we've had so much help with so many things, with finding a babysitter, with even just food being made for us, like for when baby comes, to keep in our freezer. Like, honestly, the love has really been immense, and I'm thankful. And to be honest, when God sends you somewhere and he gives you a word and he sends you somewhere, he will truly provide the help that you need. He actually will, and I'm really grateful for that. But I also wanted to say, because I know that some people may be like, when they hear our stories, I feel like when people hear our stories, they're just like, everything's just working out for these people. But let me tell you, it's not. I think, we share our testimonies, we share our victories, we share the journey, but like, there is so much that goes on in between that is nerve-wracking. There's so much anxiety. There are hard times as well. Believe you me, when you surrender to God, and you align with his will, I believe that with that comes like some sort of ease and strength and grace. God gives grace, when you align with his will and you surrender to him, he gives grace. Yeah, the sun is back out. But it doesn't mean that in between that there aren't hard times as well. So it's been rewarding. I think I'll put it that way. It's been rewarding, but it's also been challenging. Obviously we've had challenges in between every move that we've had to make. But honestly, God has really been awesome. Another thing that I wanted to say as well is, sometimes you have to also immerse yourself in the process. Oh, I love the sun. How the sun looks on my skin today. Sometimes you have to immerse yourself in the process, because if we had stayed at home and said, we're not going to join a church, we're just going to just be by ourselves, and just, because there is a lot of church hurt. There is a lot of the church didn't treat me properly, and there's a lot of that. And I think Matthew and I have experienced that as well, and the temptation could have been to come here. We know that the Lord has sent us, so we could have just said, yeah, we're just going to try and do our own thing, we're not going to bother joining a church. Or we could have joined the church and we could have just not said hello to anybody after the service. So we could have joined the church, and then we could just go for service and then leave immediately after. But we actually really immersed ourselves in the process. We reached out to the pastors, we asked them, we said, our pastor is always talking about having 100 connection groups in São Paulo. You know, he's really about encouraging each other and lifting each other up via small groups. I think they've done that a lot in their own. They are also missionaries to Brazil, and they're American. They've lived here for about 7+ years. So when we heard his heart's cry, you know, about having connection groups, we signed up. You know, we're still in an Airbnb. We don't really have our own place, but you know, we signed up and we said, hey, you know, we've got a kid and we're pregnant with another one and we don't know when she's gonna come, but we signed up for it and we opened our doors. You know, we opened our doors to people, and I think through that, when Matthew spoke to him about it, he was like, okay, like let's meet up for lunch first, let's get to know each other. And you know, that's how we got to know each other. So we really did immerse ourselves in the process. We didn't just stand back or just, you know, say, because I've heard a lot of Nigerians that have traveled say, oh, they're just connected to their community back in Nigeria, or they watch their church in Nigeria online. And yes, I do that as well. We are still very much connected to our community back in Nigeria, and you know, we join all the online stuff, but you realize that especially in a new country, that online is really not enough. And in all honesty, even when we immersed ourselves in the process, it wasn't because we were expecting help. Yeah, he's found me. He's opened the door. It wasn't because we were expecting help. It was, we were here to serve. You know, we know that Lord has sent us to Brazil, so how do we serve? And we prayed about it. There are only like 3 English-speaking countries, 3 English-speaking churches in Brazil. Or yeah, 3 or 4, I'm not sure. We found one that was close to the house, but we weren't sure. So we checked out the church we're in now, and we listened to their messages on YouTube and Instagram, and we prayed about it. And it's about 35 minutes by Uber from here. So it's not even convenient, because our first idea was like, oh, let's just go for the convenient church that's next door. But we really wanted a church. We wanted to go to a church where, you know, we would really connect, and where we believed that that's where God was sending us, not just because, oh, it's convenient, you know. So imagine me with my heavy belly, and with Caleb, Nazir, and all of us Sunday morning. We're never on time. Sunday morning, you know, rushing to get to church every Sunday, and we try our best to make it every Sunday. And we host connection groups on Saturday. It's not the easiest thing to do, but again, it's worth it, right? It's worth it. And through that, we have received so much help. So I'm just sharing this so that we don't think that sometimes we don't have to take the first step. Again, we didn't do all of this because we were expecting help. I mean, they kept asking us, what do you need help with? And we were like, nothing, you know. But Pastor Martha keeps talking about, she keeps coming up with ways that I haven't even really thought of to help, you know. We didn't do it because we wanted anything in return. We did it because we just really wanted to serve. And I just realized that with service, many times, with service and the right heart of service, the things that you need or the things that you're looking for, you will actually get them. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. So again, shout out to Pastor Martha for watching, for agreeing, or even for bugging us actually about watching Caleb Nazir today. And we are off to São Paulo Museum of Art, and we'd like to visit somewhere else, but it depends on how much time we have, and I'm quite slow, so it depends on how long it will take me to get through the Museum of Arts. But yeah, so I hope that what I shared encouraged somebody. I always like to leave an encouraging message before we go into the video. And yeah, hope you guys have an amazing day. I still haven't learned to have a nice day in Portuguese. I'm still learning. But yeah, God bless you guys. Enjoy the rest of the video. Ciao, ciao. Omoba. Yes. These are Yoruba. This thing.
Where you got it from?
Yeah.
There's a market here.
All the time I wanna cop out with you, but always seems to work out. You say I'm fine, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't ever wanna see it go away. Say, don't ever let me do it my way. Yeah, oh, your purpose is higher, I won't be afraid. My feet in the rain, my eyes to the sky, and it's just amazing to be your child. I'm done with the shame, I'm killing this pride. Oh, I've been set free, now I'm your bride. Ooh,
With 18 and 49. So I think depending on his mental states, basically.
This one is
1275.
1310. Wow.
This is 14 something.
14.
Século 13.
It took 10 years to paint.
10 years to paint.
14
Wow.
to 1490.
So that means this is the oldest painting. Things that they used for paintings back in the day. The frame is a piece of art itself.
So it's like as if it's people trying to escape to the narrow gates. I don't know where these people are coming from. But then the trumpet is being blown.
Yeah.
So this is probably the earthly realm here.
Yeah.
Here. They come up here like this. They come through here. And then this is the determinant process. What's interesting?
Yeah, because you have both sides
Presenting. Yeah. So it's like as if this person is in my book, the person is not in your book, and it's the cross that is a determinant who ascends up. If you look at these clouds here, they don't really look like clouds. Look here, it looks like even sheep. So it's like a cross between cloud and sheep. Maybe they were thinking it, but I think it's just.
I mean, I think like what you said, cloud of witnesses.
So both sides, they're blowing the trumpet. This is the ending. This is the end. Doing stuff. Those who made it here climb up. The devil's been struck down via the scales of justice. Humanity is judged. Both sides present their own book. The cross is the determinant factor of who now ascends to the glory of Christ. Because think about it. Everybody here is looking here.
Yeah. They're all focused on that.
And look, the cast down are trying to escape. They've been pulled down into the earth and they're trying to escape. Look, they're trying to escape. They're calling out. It's like the rich man and Lazarus.
You got God the
You
Father,
got
the
it,
Son.
it's all, and Holy Spirit here, and Son.
Okay, yeah, that's the dove.
That's the dove. That's
I
Holy
didn't
Spirit.
even see the dove.
And here it is, the sun and the moon here to bear witness. Sun, moon, stars.
20 years to paint.
20 years to paint this. So like imagine like you have to get the initial concept of where you're going to understand. The textures, the intricacies, the colors.
God foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed to the likeness of his Son, and that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. And those he predestined, he also called. And those he called, he also justified. And those he justified, he also glorified.